So if we go back in time to when I was a little child, favorite game, Mortal Kombat. By far, my parents used to run a bowling center when we lived in Florida, and I would sit in the game room and play from the time school ended to the time we left for the night. Then there was a game that started my computer career, Half-Life and StarCraft. 2 games basically started my passion and my love for computers, and that was the reason that got me into computer programming.
I have not played video games in many years, but my favorite video games from the past, I would probably say were Crash Bandicoot, Twisted Metal, Halo here or there, but yeah, I'm showing my age right now, and Ratchet and Clank.
So my favorite game is probably Final Fantasy VI for the Super Nintendo. I grew up with the Super Nintendo, that's what we had in the house. What I really remember as a kid is playing all of the RPGs, because my mother at the time loved them. And even now, I enjoy it so much. The story is so good. I find myself playing it, once every year or so just to go through it again.
I grew up playing a lot of video games as a kid, and it was a big part of my childhood. But I would have to say one of my favorite video games now is Breath of the Wild, one of the latest Zelda games, and Life is Strange. They're both really, really well done, and they tell really amazing stories throughout the entire game itself. Whether you choose to pursue that story or pursue different branching paths of that video game is always one of my favorite things.
So my favorite video game is probably Dark Souls if I had to pick one. Games from the 90s and stuff like that used to be really hard. And then everything after that, it kind of became more accessible for everybody, but Dark Souls was always really hard. I think it took me about 40 hours to get through it. It's a hard game. Now even other video games, people say this is the Dark Souls of whatever other genre of game it is, and it was just that hard when it came out.
Happy National Video Game Day.